Hello, my beautiful listeners, and welcome back to Coaching with Tranquility, where REAL, realistic expectations, and abductive logic matters. I am your girl, Coach K. Today's episode is blocking your blessings. There are several ways that you can block your own blessing. I'm going to go over a few or four of those ways today's podcast. The first one I want to talk about is pride. We often allow pride to keep us down way longer than we have to be. Being accountable and know how to admit transgressions and or indiscretions are what enables us to get back up and persevere when we fall. In Proverbs 24:16, it states, "The righteous may fall 7 times, but still get up. But the wicked will stumble into trouble." The other one I want to discuss is holding on to the past. When God is trying to move you forward, when He's trying to make room for the right person to come into your life, we find ourselves consistently living in the past, refusing to move forward and holding on to those relationships that were never meant to be. A relationship that God has not ordained. And, it hinders your growth and benedictions. So remember, when you pray for something, you ask God to move things out of your life for your better good, He's going to do that. It may not be at the time that you expect it to be, but when He tries to, or when He removes those things out of your life or away from you, let it happen. Stop trying to go back to those very same things that you prayed yourself out of, and He has released you from that. Uncertainty and self-doubt. Fear is our worst enemy and a barrier preventing us from experiencing the life which we were created to live. Occasionally, we have our minds programmed for failure and our disappointment. We anticipate the worst before we even try. It's the old saying, you never know until you try. Oh my gosh. Contemplate how many gifts, talents, dreams people take to the grave. We must start living in the now and push through the fear of failure. Skepticism. If you are on the fence between if you want to be a believer or a cynic, if you analyze the Bible, don't be ashamed of being lost at a certain point in your life. Just confess this to God, that you are stumbling with those issues. God will help you restore your faith, which is necessary to move forward successfully. In James 1:8, it states, "A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways." Just make sure you are not unstable. And if you are unstable, ask Him for guidance. Ask Him to restore your faith. When we have doubt, but when you ask Him for guidance and He gives that to you, you need to remain consistent in your belief no matter what is going on in your life, no matter how a situation appears. Just keep the faith and move forward. Unforgiveness. Mark 11:25. Whenever you stand up to pray, if you have something against someone, forgive so that your Father in heaven may forgive you of your wrongdoing. I'm going to repeat that. Mark 11:25. Whenever you stand up and pray, If you have something against someone, forgive so that your Father in heaven may forgive you of your wrongdoings. And this also pertains to you forgiving yourself. It is impossible to tell someone you forgive them when you cannot look into the mirror and say those same exact words. Forgiving yourself is the most important part of your freedom and releasing that hate or stronghold that unforgiveness ties to you emotionally to somebody, and it stops your healing process. Few things that could be hindering you from obtaining your blessing, that is blocking your blessing. You have to make sure that in this life, during your journey, you make sure you do not block your own blessings. I just went over the pride. I went over holding on to the past, uncertainty and self-doubt, skepticism and uncertainty, and unforgiveness. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and share if you feel someone may need these words. Diet healthy, drink water, and stay prayed up. I'm Coach K. You all stay blessed.